I want you to stop blaming yourself for, oh, not following through. I want you to stop trying to willpower your way past your body signals and start building strategies that your system can actually sustain. Because the leaders I work with who make this shift, ooh, they don't suddenly get more disciplined, they get more aligned. They stop forcing execution and start creating conditions where that execution feels really possible. Welcome to Brilliance Unleashed. And we immediately start with a big bang because today we're going to talk about your nervous system. Because it's the beginning of the year, so probably you build the perfect plan for yourself. You block time on your calendar and you told yourself, this is the quarter. And then 24 hours before you supposed to start, something shifted. You changed your mind, decided to wait, told yourself it's not the right time. But here's what actually happened. Your nervous system voted your strategy, and you just didn't even realize that. Because this is the pattern. And it's not procrastination. This isn't self-sabotage. This is your body saying you, absolutely not, and overriding every logical plan you made. So, today we're going to talk about the psychological shutdown that happens when your strategy asks more than your nervous system can handle, and why no amount of willpower planning or just doing it will work until you address what actually happens and actually what is happening in your body. So, let me talk and walk you actually through what this looks like. Because you have a goal, maybe it's launching something new, having a difficult conversation, stepping into more visible leadership, and you know that it matters. You make that plan. It's smart, it's strategic, it should work. And then the day arrives or gets close, and suddenly you're not ready. You need more information, more time. The conditions aren't really quite right, and you reschedule, postpone to tell yourself soon. And here is what's actually happening. Your prefrontal cortex made a plan your nervous system just cannot execute because your strategy was built by the part of you that it's logical. But your nervous system, well, it's running a completely different calculation, right? It's asking you different questions. It's asking you, is it safe? Is it, do I have a capacity to do that? Will this cost me more than I have to give? And when the answer is no, your body shuts it down. And not because you're weak, because it's trying to protect you. I believe you're committed, excited even. Then 2 days before execution, you feel this quiet dread. You start finding reasons to delay. This isn't about being cold feet, having cold feet. It's your really nervous system running a threat assessment and decided, oh, it's not safe. And then you tell yourself you need more course, one more certification, one more round of research right before you are ready. But then you're not learning. You're just avoiding activation. And your system knows that showing up will cost energy you don't have, so it keeps you in prep mode indefinitely. You finally say yes to that thing. Book the call, make an announcement, and immediately feel exhausted because that's not coincidence. That's your nervous system realizing that now it has to deliver and panicking about the cost. And none of these are discipline problems. They are capacity problems because your strategy is asking your nervous system to write a check your energy cannot cash. And I see it with my clients and see with many leaders actually all the time. They think the answer is better time management, more accountability, stricter deadlines. So they double down, push harder, and their nervous system push back even harder. Because here is what most strategy ignores. Your body doesn't care about your goals. It cares about survival. So if executing your plan feels like a threat to your capacity, your system will choose safety over success every single time. This is why you can be brilliant, capable, and experienced and still struggle to execute what you know you should do. And that's a problem. It's a system problem. And the fixed isn't a better strategy. It's about aligning your strategy with your capacity now. So I want you to stop treating your energy like it's infinite. It's not. And pretending otherwise is why your system keeps vetoing your plans. Start asking different questions before you commit. Not is it a good idea, but do I have the energetic capacity to execute this right now? Not should I do this, but can my nervous system handle what will require? Build recovery into strategy from the beginning, not as a reward after, but as a requirement during, because sustainable execution requires a regular system and good, not only good plan, right? So those micro breaks, micro sustainable breaks are necessary in your strategy. And I can tell you that when you understand this, that your nervous system has veto power over your strategy, you will feel, you'll experience that shift. Because I want you to stop blaming yourself for, oh, not following through. I want you to stop trying to willpower your way past your body signals and start building strategies that your system can actually sustain. Because the leaders I work with who make this shift, ooh, they don't suddenly get more disciplined, they get more aligned. They stop forcing execution and start creating conditions where that execution feels really possible. And that's when that thing really finally moves. So, my invitation for you today is notice this week, where is your nervous system vetoing your strategy? What have you been planning to do, maybe for months, that keeps getting postponed? What kind of goal are you waiting to feel ready for? What decision have you made and unmade 3 times or more? I can tell you that that's not indecision. That's your system telling you something needs to change before you can move forward. And that's your signal to do that. And I created a tool specifically for this. It's called the energy audit. It's a small diagnostic that shows you exactly where your system is depleted, what's draining you, and that you haven't named yet, and what needs to shift before your next strategy will actually work. It's free. It takes, well, 10 minutes, and it will show you what no amount of planning or productivity hacks can fix. So look at the link in the show notes, download it, take the audit, and if what you discover feels both validating and overwhelming, that's the signal that it's time for a different kind of support. And I might be that support for you. And I'm talking from the experience, my own experience, and the experience of my clients. I've coached over 5 years, I think more than 100 individuals. And it took me more than 800 hours to do so. And I see it over and over again. So don't feel special or don't feel that it happened only to you. It happening to a lot of people. Energy before strategy. That's simple. If you're gonna work on your energy resource, on how you are managing your energy, your strategy will follow. I can assure you. Have a lovely day and see you in 2 weeks.